Welcome to another edition of Our City. A few things going around the city of Elizabeth this week. On August 5th, Tuesday, at 6 o'clock, the city of Elizabeth will celebrate National Night Out, America's Night Out Against Crime. It'll take place at O'Brien Field this year, located on Christine Street in the Peterstown section of our community. Residents are encouraged to come out, show their support, and enjoy a lot of free food, demonstrations, and entertainment. The event is sponsored by the Elizabeth Police and Fire Departments, as well as the local businesses including Wakefern, Melly Mel Productions, IHOP, Pathmark, Target, Home Depot, AFI Foods, Elegant Headwear, and the Fantasy Novelty Party Shop and Trinitas Hospital. For more information, call 820-4238. Performing this Thursday, August 7th at 6 o'clock in our continuing summer concert series will be the E-City Band. This concert series will take place on Pedestrian Plaza train station, located on West Grand Street, sponsored by the Bureau of Tourism, Cultural, and Heritage Affairs, the Elizabeth Development Company, and the historic Midtown SID. For more information, call 820-4238. And on Friday, August 8th at 4:30, members of the United Youth of New Jersey will come together for their beautiful physical summer day camp. It'll be the graduation ceremony, and it will be held at the Stephen Sampson Senior Center on Anna Street. If you need more information concerning these events or any other events, please call our Public Information Office at 820-4124. For the first part of our show, I am pleased to be joined by Detective Dennis Cabarly of the Elizabeth Police Department, one of the people responsible for a lot of neighborhood watches throughout our city, and also works very strongly on the National Night Out. Dennis, welcome to the show.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
You've been on the show before.
Yes, I have.
And this is the 25th annual National Night Out will be celebrated tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
What is National Night Out? It's a national thing, and we got to get out of our houses, right?
Right. It started out as a group of residents in a city, Midwest, who were tired of the infiltration of criminal activity in their neighborhoods. They started to take a stand. They notified their city officials along with their police departments, and with that started National Night Out, with having all the city agencies get involved and to stop the criminal activity in their neighborhoods.
And so why do we celebrate it here? To get people out of the house and meet each other?
We get the people out of the house, they meet each other, they get to see what's available to them through the city to help them better make their neighborhood safer.
You know, too often we don't talk to each other anymore. We used to know the neighbors flipping hamburgers. We don't see them anymore.
Right. Well, we like to do that, and at this particular event, we do. The police department will be there giving out hot dogs. We will be hopefully on some of the neighborhood block watch programs. We have started that there are neighborhood block picnics now. We just had 3 of them, one at Kellogg Park. We had one on Olive and Spring Street at the Solemn Presbyterian Church, and one on Lafayette and Division Street, a small church there. So they go on throughout the city, and it does help to bring the neighborhoods together. Absolutely.
And Dennis, one of the things, the city has a new location. We try to move it around to different neighborhoods. This year it's going to be in the Peterstown section.
Right, O'Brien Field on 3rd Avenue and Christine Street. That will be from 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock in the evening. And there's probably 30 vendors that will be there to give information on health, public safety, police department, fire department, an array of city functions that we
Dennis,
have.
is it always held on the first Tuesday in August?
Always held on the first weekend, yes.
That's throughout the nation.
Throughout the nation, yes.
And how is it celebrated here in the city of Elizabeth? We also encourage people to come out on their own porches and their own neighborhoods if they can't come to O'Brien Field.
Right. We like the residents to put their lights on their front porches, let them know that they're home, that they're aware of what's going on, that they're not going to let any criminal activity deny them of a quality of life neighborhood that they should also have.
Now, I mentioned some of the community organizations. Can you tell us how you interact with these community organizations and who they are and how they get involved?
It gets to be a lot because every year it just seems like more and more people want to get involved with this. They want to come out to the neighborhood block watch program that Elizabeth has, we probably have one of the biggest ones in the state. We are a large town, so we have a lot of people, and it's a lot of effort and coordination between your office and the police department, fire department, to get all these people together to make it an event that's worthy of the city. It really is.
Dennis, we celebrate this event and we try to make it different every year. So how have you succeeded in making this event different than last year?
Well, last year we've had all these displays out there. We normally give a citizen award. Each district throughout the city, each ward throughout the city usually has one person in that ward that is going to go above and beyond to make his neighborhood or their area like nice. They'll plant flowers, whatever they can do to get involved with the city to make it better. And we give out an award every year to an individual or several individuals, and it keeps up that maybe next year somebody else will want to take over that job and continue on with that. This year, we will have a police vehicle there. Most people only see the outside of a police car. They don't see the new computer that's inside of the radio car. So we'll have a hands-on demonstration there this year for the residents to see how we can check for motor vehicle, check for warrants on individuals. They're fabulous, absolutely. So we'll have the hazmat truck there that wasn't there last year. We have $1 million hazmat truck to help the fire department, police department if a emergency situation arises. We have the equipment and the vehicles to take care of it.
And one of the things is about explaining how some of the city services can interconnect with neighborhoods.
Well, we have the drug awareness and prevention programs throughout the city, the DARE program, which is very big. You've attended several of those, a lot of them that you actually see the parents get involved with their children on the drug problems throughout any city in the nation. That it really, really helps. That's one of the main ones that we have, the DARE program.
How many people, it always depends on weather, but how many people you think will have?
Well, last year we had about 300, I believe. This year, since we're in a more dense area of the city, I'm expecting between 300 and 400 people.
And that'll be a really good crowd.
That will be a really good crowd, yes. I hope I have enough food for them.
And how we better have enough food for them, and otherwise they'll go home angry. What? And you've been involved in National Night Out for how long?
18 years now.
18 you've done it.
18 years, yeah.
And you enjoy it still?
I enjoy it. It's fun to have the people come out, the kids come out. We usually have coloring books, crayons for them. They want to see the police car. And it's a positive role model. You see the guys out there, and it's a role model for the young people to see, hey, listen, I want to be a cop.
And how has the event changed through the years?
Actually, it hasn't changed much other than more people wanting to get involved with it. The basic concept, the crime prevention aspect of it, the drug awareness prevention, the block watch programs, and the community relations between the police department and its residents, which is actually number one with the National Night Out. That's what it's about. And
Dennis, you mentioned the block watch groups. You're active in going to many of the block watch groups we have throughout the city. I think it's about 22 of them.
Yes.
Yeah, and one of the reasons we do this is in order to make sure the neighbors understand that city resources are available to respond to their concerns. How do you find this? Is it a way that people keep in touch?
There is a way. There was a brochure that was recently sent out to the residents of the city listing all of the programs that the police department has. And through that program, we have several phone calls on people wanting to start neighborhood block watch programs. And we'll go into the neighborhoods, we'll check out, see what the issues are in that particular neighborhood. We will address them with some proactive policing. And usually the block watch programs last anywhere from a year to 5 years.
And who sponsors this?
The Elizabeth Police Department will sponsor them, along with usually the councilman of that particular district will come in. You have been to many of these programs, and it lets the people know that they have a resource to go to. They know there's somebody there that's going to listen to them and address their issues.